What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Mika Stay Fly, and I'm coming to you today because it is Lock Appreciation Day, and I wanted to do a video in honor of Lock Appreciation Day. I want to wish all of the lock beauties and handsome gentlemen out there who are wearing their locks with pride. I want to give you a shout out and just say Happy Lock Appreciation Day to you. I hope your day is going awesome. And what I'm going to do is the 20 question lock tag. I had one of my subscribers, I think they're a subscriber, but they go by the screen name of Positive Energy. A few weeks back, they asked me to do the 20 question lock tag, and I said that I would just do it for Lock Appreciation Day, just to, you know, I felt like it was befitting to do it then, since it's all about locks. So anyway, let's go ahead and get it cracking, okay? All right, first question is, do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to dread your hair? Where were you, and how did you feel? Okay, so for me, I kind of told this story a couple of times on YouTube. Basically, I had just gotten to a point where I wanted to give my hair a break from relaxers. So I started wearing protective styles like braids and ponytails and things like that. And I did that for a period of about 9 months. And then I kind of came to a crossroads. During that time, I was kind of going back and forth trying to decide what I was going to do with my hair. And my husband was actually the one who suggested that I wear locks. You know, initially I was dead set against it because I was like, I don't know how I look with locks. That's just a commitment that I'm not willing to, you know, take, not knowing how it's going to look on me. Because I had gone pretty much all my life wearing chemically processed hair. At the age of 6, I had a curl. From the age of 6 until I was in the 7th grade, I wore a curl, and then in the 7th grade, I got a relaxer. I had a relaxer up until, you know, I made that decision to wear my hair locked. And I got my hair locked on January 16th of 2008. But prior to doing so, the thing that kind of made me go ahead and decide to get locks was when I actually saw a person, a young lady who looks a lot like me, who was wearing locks, and her locks were very pretty. And I was like, okay, well, I wanted to know how I would look with locks. That's exactly how I would look. So because she favored me so much, she had a lot of similar features as mine. She had the big eyes and kind of the wide nose, and we just look a lot alike. So I was like, okay, that's how you would look with locks, so go for it. So I had made an appointment to get my locks, and it was like 2 weeks away, and maybe like a day after making my appointment, I was like, you know what, I can't wait, I'm ready to do it. So I went ahead and did it. And I remember the girl who locked my hair, it was her birthday that day, and she made a special, you know, she kind of changed her plans around in order to do my hair, so I thought that was kind of special. Okay, let's see. The next question is, what method, if any, did you use to start your locks? I personally didn't start my locks, but the girl who started them, basically I went in with the relaxer. She cut my hair all the way down to my new growth, and she just twisted them. She parted them with the comb, and she twisted them with her hands. And from that point, she did my hair the first time, and then I started going to a different lady, and that person palm rolled my hair, and I've been getting my hair palm rolled ever since. Okay, how old are your locks? My locks are 4.5 years old. What is the length of your longest dread and the shortest? You know what? I honestly don't know. That is a really good question. I think they're all pretty much the same length. I mean, as far as the longer ones. These two, I would say, are the longest. I guess. I don't know, because I'm pulling them from the back at the bottom. So, and I'm stretching them out. So I would say that, Yeah, all of the ones in the back. I guess this one right here will actually be the longest, and it comes, you know, down just below like the middle of my breast. So that's the longest lock. And then the shortest one, like I said, most of them are pretty close to the same length. I don't have any that are really short. So I'm not sure which one is the shortest one. Okay, next question is, do you have any dreads that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? The ones that I like the most, surprisingly, because I didn't want to have to do this. I wanted to try and keep all of my locks separate, but the ones that I kind of like the most are, of course, my two-headed locks, or two-headed dragons, or whatever you want to call them. I have two of them, one on each side. Here's one that I had to kind of merge together or marry the two of them. And that's the parted section. They were parted, those two sections were parted very small, so they ended up having to be joined together after a while. And I have another one over here somewhere, but they're both like right along the edge. So those two, to me, oh, here's the other one. This one is a lot thicker than that one, and it's a little bit further down. But that's the other one. So all of my two locks that I had to marry, those are my favorite ones, or those are the ones that are kind of unique from the other locks. Okay, the next question is, how many dreads do you currently have, and is that the same number you started with? Now, especially for Lock Appreciation Day, I just counted my locks like right before this video, and that was the first time I have ever counted them. And surprisingly, I have 123 locks. I thought I had more than that, but I guess that's a good number. 1, 2, 3, 123 locks. And I started with, I guess, 125 because I had to go ahead and marry two of them. So yeah, I think that's right. I started with 125 and then I merged the two. So that has me now at 123. Let's see. What shampoo or other products do you use on your dreads? Okay, so when I wash my own hair, which is not often, I've only washed my hair maybe like 3 times the entire time that I've had my locks. I just use a like a Suave clarifying shampoo and conditioner. Nothing special. It was like $1 at the at Walgreens or something like that. But my favorite products to use, hold on a second. Okay, these are my favorite products. My favorite product line is the Jamaican Mango and Lime product. And that's just because that's the product line that I started with. So this is the Jamaican Mango and Lime Cactus Leave-In Conditioner. Hey, Tootie. This is the Jamaican Mango and Lime Lock Grow. And it's kind of like a grease. I don't use a lot of this at all. I've had this jar for I don't know how long, and as you can see, it's not even to the middle of the jar. And basically what I do is just maybe like once a week, if that, I just take a very small amount and just go through and put it on my scalp to keep my scalp from getting dry, because I have really bad dry scalp, and it gets worse like in the winter. It has its seasons where it's a little worse than usual. And then I also use the Jamaican Mango and Lime Maximum Relief No More Itch Grow Spray. It's medicated. When my scalp gets kind of itchy, I'll just kind of go through and spray it on my scalp, and it really does give me relief. My ultimate favorite product, I'm sorry y'all, my son keeps running in and out and opening the door and closing the door. My absolute favorite product is the Lockefeller Reflections Spray Sheen, and it's for locks, twists, cornrows, braids, dreads, and naturals, and it's made by Razak. I absolutely love this stuff. It is a very light shine spray, and it smells so good. It smells so good. So it's really good for kind of just giving your hair a nice smell. It's not heavy at all. It is, you know, it's an oil sheen spray. So that's my absolute favorite product to use on my hair. Okay, what's the next question? How often do you wash your dreads? Most of the time, probably like once a month. Go get him. Go wake him up. Go wake him up. Yeah, go get him. Okay, so yeah, I wash my locks most of the time like once a month. I may go longer than that. But in between, you know, my hair, I have dry scalp really bad, but my hair does really good. I just gotten to the point where I know my hair and I know how long I can go without washing it. It doesn't have an odor. It's not like it's, you know, nasty and dirty or anything like that. So once a month is good for me. Do you do any regular maintenance on your dreads? The product lines that I just showed you, that's pretty much the maintenance that I do. I use my grow spray, my itch spray. I use my lock grow. I use my my sheen just about every day. The sheen I use every day. The other two products I use them not as frequently. Okay, let's see. What are your favorite beads or other decorations? I actually do not wear beads or decorations in my hair. Several months back, for my birthday, which is in October, I had a girl who did like this thing where she covered one of my locks in yarn. It was like pink, yellow, and orange yarn, and she put some little trinkets along them. Like there was a glass heart hanging from the bottom of it, and then I had a turtle and some other pieces of metal, and that was cute. And I wore that for several months, and then I took it out. But it's the same as like when you go to like the Bahamas or something like that, and they have the ladies who will wrap the braids. It was kind of the same process, I guess. But aside from that, that's the only kind of decoration that I've ever worn in my locks, and I like that. That was cute. I may do it again. Let's see. If your dreads had their own personal motto, what would it be? It would be to stay fly. I mean, my name is Mika Stay Fly. That's kind of like not my motto in life or anything like that. I'm not that shallow, but I just kind of like to, you know, when I'm going out and about, you know, I kind of like to be on my, you know, on my fly girl tip. I like to have my hair, you know, looking a certain way. I like to look a certain way. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't always step out of the house, you know, with full makeup and hair, you know, done to the max. I will go out in a baseball cap and sweatpants and sneakers if need be. But, you know, when I like to get dressed and I like to look good, then, you know, I like to kind of keep it fly. I like to be on my fly girl status. So it would be the same, you know, Mika Stay Fly. Let's see. If you could start a new set of dreads, would you do anything differently? Absolutely not. Not concerning my locks. I think the process that I went through was great, and I wouldn't change anything. Is there anything else unique about your appearance other than dreads? Other than dreadlocks? Like, do you have tattoos, piercings? I have tattoos and piercings. I have a belly button piercing, and then I have multiple tattoos. I have a large tattoo. It's not one single tattoo, but it's kind of like a scene on my back. I have one here on my side. You all have seen my husband's name tattooed across my heart here. I have a tattoo on my foot. I have a tattoo across the back of my neck. I have a tattoo on my left thigh. I think in total I have 8. It's been a minute since I counted them, but I think I have 8 tattoos altogether. And then I have my belly button piercing, and I have my ears pierced 3 times. So that's it. Let's see. What's the weirdest question